Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War 4 video. Today we are going to be discussing the Locust Arm Rip Execution and how to use it in game within Gears 4. Executions are a huge part of the Gears of War franchise, being a main feature that has been improved upon with each game releasing, with new and unique executions based on weapons and team factions being added over time. However, with the release of this game, and the disappointment that the swarm execution is, it seems like being able to rip an enemy player's arm off and beat them with it is an execution of the past. Well, it was until now. After some recent title updates after the last few months, a glitch has found its way into the game system, which some people have known about for a while, but not me, but I do now, but here we go. But it allows players to be able to force the game into performing the old Locust Team Arm Rip Execution as a swarm faction character. As you can see in the gameplay on screen right now, it isn't the full, complete old Arm Rip Execution from the previous Gears games, but an unfinished and just glitchy version. What is actually happening here is that somehow the glitch is making use of old unused code that is still left within this game, as Gears 4 is coded after Gears 3. If for some reason, at this point, after nearly a year of being released, if you didn't realise, this game is coded after Gears 3, but that explains why the execution just causes the game to act all crazy and just straight up psycho. Seeing as how the Arm Rip Execution is somewhat still part of this game and in the coding itself is great to see, but I think it would have just been cool that when the Locust characters finally made their debut into this game, is that the Locust Studio would have just played around with that idea and maybe just made use of the old Locust Arm Rip Execution and allowing the Locust characters to be able to perform it in-game, making them just a lot more unique and stand out as their own character faction from the swarm of characters, as I think a lot of the old school Gears fans from the Epic Games days would have obviously just appreciated the Locust Execution also being added in the game as a sort of like a nice throwback. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Did you know about the Locust Arm Rip Execution being a thing in the game, and if you think that the Locust Studio should have maybe introduced it with the return of the Locust characters into this game early on? For me personally, Gears of War characters are what makes the game exciting and different to play from other games out there. I do think that having the Locust characters be able to perform their old execution would have been a nice touch by the new Coalition developers, bringing something else back from the older games, but also just giving the Locust characters a bit more personality than just being the older typical models that go alongside the Swarm. I do think going into the future though, I would like to see the Coalition Studio just be a bit more creative with the executions, especially for the character faction executions, as even the DBs within Horde mode have their very own execution which was been designed by the developers, which is them whipping out this like crazy electric whip and then executing the player to death by electrocuting them. It would have been also cool just to see DBs in multiplayer to maybe also have this execution for themselves, as well as again just to add a bit more uniqueness to each of the playable character factions that are available in multiplayer. But who knows, there's still time going into the future. Maybe they'll see this video and maybe they'll make the small change right there. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.